Today, we're going to dig into an ancient fable, but one with a lesson that feels like it was written for us, right here, right now. It's a surprisingly modern story about a dog, a dinner basket, and, well, about how easily we can lose sight of what's truly important. Let's just start with this quote, because honestly, it gets right to the heart of the whole thing. It sets up this fundamental conflict that I think we all face, right? The choice between our own integrity and that deep desire to belong. It's a tension that plays out every single day, and this story gives us a really powerful way to think about it.
Okay, first up, the faithful dog's duty. Let's jump into the story.
So, I want you to picture this dog. His job is pretty simple, but it's super important. Deliver his master's dinner. And yeah, of course, the smells coming from that basket were tempting, but his discipline, his faithfulness, it always won. He had a duty, and he was all in. Now at first, the threat he's up against is really direct, physical. Other dogs see what he's got and they try to take it by force. But our hero here, he's strong. He fends them off, he protects his cargo, he can handle a straightforward attack, no problem. But that's just the setup for what's coming next.
And here we go, Section 2, the pressure of the pack. The threat is about to change, and this is where the real lesson kicks in.
And there it is, the fatal error. The other dogs switch up their strategy. Instead of attacking him head-on, they just surround him. And what does our faithful dog do? He stops. He engages them. He tries to argue, to reason with them, to defend himself. And the fable is crystal clear about this. That was his big mistake. This slide just nails the core of the story. The dog could totally handle being physically attacked, but he couldn't handle being mocked. The psychological pressure, that fear of being seen as ridiculous for his loyalty, that was the weapon he had no defense against. It just bypassed all his physical strength and went straight for his spirit. And this is the moment he falls apart. It wasn't some calculated choice, it was a complete emotional collapse. That feeling of ridicule just became so unbearable that he completely abandoned his duty, dropped the basket, and joined the very pack he was trying to resist. He didn't just share the food, he shared in the failure. So the fable leaves us with this really powerful question. When you stop to argue with your critics, are you actually defending your values? Or are you just handing them the power to make you doubt yourself? It's something to really think about. All right, Section 3, Everyday Moral Tests. Let's bring this home and see how this old fable plays out in our own lives, right now. So first up is what we're calling the personal pitfall. This is when the pack pressures you to give up on the things that are actually good for you. It's the most internal version of this whole struggle. I mean, think about it. Have you ever been teased for being too healthy with your diet or for skipping a drink when everyone else is partying? The second you stop to justify your healthy choices, you're making the dog's mistake. You've let the pack make you feel ridiculous for simply carrying your own basket of well-being.
Okay, let's take it to the next level, our relationships. This pitfall is all about how we treat other people in our quest to be accepted by a group.
This one is so subtle, but man, it is so common. When you jump into a gossip session, you've basically stopped to argue on the pack's terms. You're dropping the basket of your loyalty to a friend just to join in, trading your trustworthiness for a cheap, temporary moment of inclusion. And finally, we've got to talk about work. This is where just having high standards can suddenly make you a target. It's all about protecting your integrity when the culture around you is kind of pushing for mediocrity. You know how it goes. The pack might call you a try-hard or make you feel like a joke just for doing your job with excellence. The moment you start defending your high standards to people who don't have any, you're already losing. And when you lower them just to quiet the laughter, well, you've dropped the basket of your professional reputation. So, let's get a little deeper. Section 4, Carrying Your Sacred Trust. What does that dinner basket really represent? The master's dinner is really a metaphor for our purpose, right? Our sacred trust. It's that unique, important thing. It could be your values, your mission, your calling that you are meant to protect and carry on your journey through life. And here's the big mindset shift. The world will try to convince you that being faithful is foolish or naive, but this fable completely reframes that idea. True power isn't about fitting in. It's the quiet strength to carry your own basket, to protect your own integrity, even when you're completely surrounded by cynics. Okay, final section, how to stay faithful. So how do we actually avoid making the same mistake as the dog? The source material gives us 3 really powerful steps. First, just don't argue. Realize that engaging with the critics is the trap. Second, ignore the mockery. Understand that a lot of the time, it's just a mask for their own envy.
And third, and this one is so crucial, guard your values. Never, ever trade what you believe in for the opinions of people who don't seem to believe in anything at all.
This is such a powerful mantra to take away from all this. It's a personal declaration that your integrity belongs to you and you alone. It's not for sale, and it's not something you should give away piece by piece just to make other people feel more comfortable. And this just paints the perfect picture of the way forward. Focus on your own journey. Don't stop to argue. Don't get distracted by all the noise. The dogs are going to bark. They're going to mock. But in the end, the choice to set down your honor, to drop your basket, that choice is yours, and yours alone. And so we end right here. It's a final, simple reminder of the ultimate purpose. Whatever is in your basket, whatever your sacred trust is, the goal is just to finish the journey. The master is waiting.